Hello, welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. Hello, Herbie in India. Good morning. It's evening time there. I have two rye whiskeys. This is Alberta Premium, Canadian blended rye whiskey. They don't really use the term straight whiskey up there, so that terminology wouldn't really be applicable. This is a nice molded glass. Look at that glass bottle. Pretty interesting, huh? Imported by Alberta Distillers Limited, Chicago, Illinois, product of Canada. So it's produced in Canada. It's 100% rye whiskey. They use rye grain and water, and of course yeast. 750 milliliter bottle. They had it at Matherns for $24.99. I said, nah, I'll wait around. I'm not really in a rush to buy more rye whiskey. But then they dropped the price to $14.99 to get rid of it. Well, of course, for $14.99, I jumped on it. But the regular price is $24.99 or higher. There's the Canadian Maple Leaf. So this was introduced in 1960 by Alberta Distillers. And they were started in 1946, right at the end of World War II. Okay. Now, the competitor is Ezra Brooks Straight Rye Whiskey, introduced in 2017. 57 years later. This is a straight rye whiskey, as you know, we're using United States of America terminology there. Aged at least 2 years. This is actually aged 2 years in New American charred oak barrels. It's 51% rye, 45% corn, and 4% malted barley. So this is a blend of mostly rye and then a whole lot of corn and some malted barley. This is a blend of rye whiskeys. Okay, it's blended, but all the rye whiskeys blended in this, all the whiskeys blended in this are 100% rye. So there's no corn, there's no malted barley, there's no wheat. It's all rye. The age statement, there is no age statement that I could ever track down. So we know it's at least 3 years old. There could be rye whiskeys blended in this that are 3 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, 9 years old. We don't know. Could be 109 years old, but you have to go legally in Canada and the United States. You have to go with the youngest, and Scotland too, I believe. You have to go with the youngest whiskey in the blend, which is not listed here, but it's at least 3. That's the law. All right, so could it have coloring added? Yeah, it could, as per the Canadian rules. Could it have flavoring added? It's possible. Canada is very liberal with their, they're not liberal with their politics. They're like sort of proto-communist totalitarian, but in their regulations on liquor, they're liberal, classical liberal. Okay. I'm drinking Seagram's Blender's Pride. I've heard of that. That's from, I've never seen it in the United States, but that's from Chivas Brothers. All right, let's do the pour, and then we'll do a screen share. So Alberta Premium, I saw it one time in this town. This was the only bottle. Like literally, they ordered one bottle, and I bought it. And I got it for $10 less than normal. Yay. It's kind of bland, really, but it is 100% rye whiskey. There is also a small batch, extra aged version, but I don't have that one. I have seen it around, not too commonly. So this is the basic model, but there is this is the flagship, but there's a much more expensive one. Okay, so the Ezra Brooks Real Cork. Aged 2 long years. Introduced in 2017. Bottled in Missouri by Luxco. It's produced in Indiana by Luxco's parent company, Midwest Grain Products. All right, so it's all in-house these days. after the 2020 buyout. So green label rye whiskeys tend to be green labeled. They're not, that's not a rule. As you can see, that's black and gold with red. And the Winchester was gold and black. Price point, $24.99 versus $17.99. So, you know, $7 difference. Is it going to be $7 better? I don't think so. I don't think it's really any better, but I know it's 100% rye. And I'm sorry, I don't take sides. And some people watching this video might say, oh, well, you're from Louisiana, so common sense, you're going to take the United States side over Canadian. You got some kind of axe to grind against Canada and so forth. No, honestly, it wouldn't really matter. I'm just going by the flavor. Let's go with the screen share. We'll look at the websites real fast. So here's Alberta Premium, the #1 selling 100% rye whiskey in the world, they claim. There's not that many 100% rye whiskeys. Usually they're blended with an explosive taste. That is bold with its own unique earthy character, made with 100% Canadian prairie rye from the great interior. Alberta Premium is the original 100% rye. It is. An authentic prairie rye whiskey has a rich golden color and aromas of banana, toffee, and light spice. I didn't know that. Expect the flavor to be mellow and smoky with a finish of vanilla and spice. 40%. Now it's only 40%, so it's the minimum. Low proof, 40%, like Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. It's won medals just 2 years ago. It won a gold medal. 2 gold medals. 2 years ago, 2 gold medals. Canadian. So there's your Alberta Premium from the Dominion of Canada. They also make other products. Alberta Premium Cask Strength. That's the one I was talking about. Really high proof. To be ready. Alberta Springs. Full-bodied rye blend. Doesn't say 100% rye. It's full-bodied rye. 10-year age. Don't recall seeing that around. Alberta Pure vodka. Don't recall seeing that. Banff Ice vodka. Don't recall. Yeah. So yeah, it's they got a lot of products. There's another one they're showing that they don't. They talk about it, but I know it's still made on their products. It's called Alberta Springs blended. Yeah, they still make that. If you look on the LCB Control Board of Ontario, for instance, they show Alberta Springs blended whiskey. Is it good? Well, how would I know that? I've never had it. I would assume it's probably, we stand by the craftsman. Okay, so there's all the rye grains. I would assume it's good, I mean, it's I would buy it if I saw it. Straight Ezra Brooks. There we got 51% rye, 45% corn, percent malt, 100% genuine. Every whiskey is genuine because it's actually what it is. 90 proof, a real straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Don't bring me down. All right. Anyway, enough of that. For Brooks, it's not really from the 1800s. I'm sorry, the 1700s. It's really from 1958, but they try to make it seem older than it is. Okay. Brother Seldman says, you, and cheers back to you. Let's see something here. Let's see something here for our Indian viewer. The Republic of India since 1950. India became a republic in 1950, cutting all ties with the British monarch as their king. The King of England was the King of India till 1950, believe it or not. True story. I wasn't alive. I wasn't born for a long time later. All right. Never been to India, been to England. Not for long, but I was there. It was nice. Okay. Chivas Brothers, famous Chivas Brothers, their brands, Chivas Regal. No, he's not talking about that. He's not talking about that. I know that Herbie gets 100 Pipers in India. Special, maybe. Come to that page. Abalor, Scapa, these are their single malts. Here's the single malts they make. The Glenlivet, I have 2 bottles of that. Abalor, famous. Scapa, I don't know about famous. Strathyla, yeah, that's pretty popular. Lynn House, it's a guest house. I don't know if that's a whiskey. I'm trying to find the one he's drinking. I can find it. But I can't find it right now. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure they make that one. Here we go. Hold on a second. Told you I'd find it. Blender's Pride from India, one of the top premium blended whiskeys in India. Blender's Pride is a blend of Indian grain spirit, probably like wheat or corn, and imported Scotch malts from Chivas Brothers. So they blend Indian grain whiskey with Scotch whiskey. Launched in 1995, 29 years ago. This smooth and smoky premium whiskey benefits from Scotland's long tradition of blending fine whiskies tailored to the taste of this nation of whiskey enthusiasts. Blender's Pride has been part of Pernod Ricard since 2001. Right, when they bought it from Seagram. But they kept the name Seagram's. Rare Premium. There's the Reserve Collection. Now, I don't know which one you're drinking. Are you drinking Premium, which is probably not really rare, and the Reserve Collection, which probably is rare. I think this is another whiskey, Royal Stag. Yeah, India, Royal Stag. Do y'all get that? Royal Stag. Also 95. Barrel Select and Deluxe. I'd like to try those, but I saw JP Wise's at the Tulane game the other day. Imperial Blue is a superior grain spirits and imported Scotch. Well, introduced 27 years ago. I got a feeling that's not going to be inexpensive. That's going to cost you some money. That's going to cost you some money. Saw this at the Tulane game. In New Orleans, Louisiana, JPY 10-year, not this one, but the 10-year. Yeah. Interesting. 1857. That must have been a Seagram's, or they merged P. Weiser's. Told you I'd find it, though. Herbie. These are whiskeys which are cheaper than water. Really? Any interest on trying the new Hulk Hogan beer? I don't have any interest in it, but I wouldn't avoid it. Joe Hill, if I saw it, I'd buy it, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the Steve Austin beers. Once again, not opposed to it, but I can't review a product that I can't review a product if I can't get the product, which is kind of obvious. Okay. They're both amber, so appearance won't matter. Cereal grain, corn, rice. I mean, what could be rice, but it's not. But corn, barley, malt. Yeah, typical taste. It smells like Special K. Less aroma here. Smells like water, really. Okay, taste. Oh, good. The sun's coming out. Yes. All right, taste. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Mellow, mild, has a little minty spiciness, like mentholated, like mentholated, spearmint, peppermint, wintergreen, like that mentholated flavor, something like that. I just grabbed something. All right, out of a box. All right, smells nice, tastes nice over here. It's menthol, but it's different. I don't know, it's different. It's more like yeast and like a sugar, a candy sugar, Belgian, like they call beet sugar. I don't know. I know Canadian whiskey can have flavor added. Are they adding flavor to this? They could be adding flavoring. I'm not saying that. It's 100% rye, but 100% rye, but it's blended rye, and Canadian blended whiskeys are allowed to have up to what, 9.09%, whatever. Well, I looked at the new regulations. They don't even give a number. Flavor. Okay, but is it a bad flavor? No. Really isn't much flavor. So I would, if you had to pin me down and ask me to put money on it, my vote would be that no, it's not flavored. That would be my choice, that it's not flavored. But I could be devastatingly wrong, but I don't think it is. I'm glad to see you are here and didn't have any damage in your area. We might have had damage, but I don't notice any damage except that fence fell, but that thing was about to fall anyway, so that's like kind of doing me a favor. All right, so yeah, it was a category 2, which means like what, 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour when it hit the shore. It was bad. I mean, I was laying in bed or on top of the bed just thinking, this is bad. But we never lost electricity. We had a little maybe brownout, they call it a brownout, where it kind of goes out, but it comes back on and make the clocks flash. I had to fix the clocks 3 times. But when it goes out, they're just off, they're not on. But I didn't notice anything. Too bad. The little bed I made for the cat got destroyed, but we'll make a new bed for the cat. The cat. Yeah, I think this is my opinion. I think this is the Ezra Brooks, and I think that is the Alberta Premium. To me, the Ezra Brooks has a bolder, more richer, more enjoyable flavor. Is it a wonderful, great whiskey? No, but I like it. It's got a little corn sweetness, like some people say it tastes like candy corn because of that 45% corn. But oh well, it does kind of. But anyway, I like it. Got it right. I got it right. So now I'm 10-1. I got 10 wins, 1 loss. So tomorrow, or well, the next day, this weekend, whenever I get around to it, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, we'll close it out with Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. I can't see getting that wrong. That thing is premium, you know. I mean, really premium, not alleged premium, like for real premium. And it's 95% rye. It runs about at least $30, and that's if you're lucky. Well, actually, this day and age, you'd be lucky if you find it. I think they're de-emphasizing it. I think they're de-emphasizing it, and I think you're not going to see it around much longer. It's a shame, but it just never caught on. Rye whiskey is it is a niche market, and if it doesn't catch fire, it just doesn't go anywhere. I saw Rabbit Hole rye whiskey today at Easy Stop. I didn't even ask the price, but that's an example. That's like one of those like off the wall brands that you might see around, probably won't. Is it good? I'm sure it's probably fine, but there's too much liquor in the world. There's more liquor than there. Listen to those hawks, more than there's buyers. Alberta Premium, not common in Louisiana. Generally, you're not going to find it in Louisiana. It's certainly not popular in Louisiana. But they decided to push it down, way down here on the Gulf Coast. It's made way far away in Alberta, which I've never been to. I've been to half the Canadian provinces. But somehow they shipped one bottle here. They put it on the shelf. No one bought it. I looked at that for a month and a half. Then they dropped it to $14.99. I jumped on it and bought it and never saw it again. I understand that. They tried different products out. They might catch on. They might not. Alberta Premium might be super popular in Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. But over here, yeah, no. I saw a bunch of Hennessy Black today when I was at the Easy Stop. Hennessy Black. I said, look at all this Hennessy Black. That's a beautiful brandy, but I don't really see it around. I saw it there. There it was, stuck on the shelf. But I didn't see people buying it. I saw people buying 6-packs of Bud Ice and Budweiser. True story. I saw people buying 6-packs, the pint cans, the tall cans that are connected by the plastic rings. I saw people buying that. Budweiser and Bud Ice. I guess where I live, along the Mississippi River, Budweiser and Bud Ice are a lot more popular than like specialty items. Bud Ice, Budweiser, and Bud Light. Those are the big ones here. Those are the exquisite brands here. But that store was packed with liquor. They redid their store. They turned the counter to the side where they could make a huge liquor area. And it's loaded with liquor. It's unreal. Beer, wine, liquor. It's crazy, especially the liquor a lot of wine too, though. I can't argue with that. They had buku wine, some expensive, a lot of it cheap, but liquor high, middle range, low. Huge, but no price tag. So you go up there to the checkout, you hope they don't quote a bad price. But that place is a wreck. It looked like the hurricane hit that store. Well, actually, it did hit the store because their sign was broken in half in the parking lot. The sign, Easy Stop, broken in half. But I'm in no pinch to buy liquor. I got too much liquor now. I saw a tequila at that store. At that store, it was called. It was in a plastic bottle. It was so shabby. It was called Vamos Tequila. Had the NOM number. It was from bottle. Those people in Auburndale, Florida. I was like, I could buy it because it's only $8.99, which is not bad for about. But I was like, nah, I don't need this stuff. But it was interesting that Vamos, but and it was all in Spanish. Like almost the whole label was in Spanish. It was obviously geared toward Hispanic consumers because it was almost nothing in English on it. But I got too much tequila, and you look in that other room, it's out of control. I like Alberta Premium, but I'll be honest, there is a lot of grain alcohol coming through. Just like straight, if you want to call it rubbing alcohol, grain alcohol. Now you can counterpoint me and say, oh, well, what is rye? It's a grain, isn't it? And I would say, well, it is a grain. Rye is a grain. It's a cereal grain. Oats, rye, wheat, corn, barley, rice. I know what grains are, but I don't know. It just has some kind of generalized grain alcohol. So I'm not thrilled with it. One of the viewers got very, very insulted in a way. He was angry that I didn't love it. He said, that's my favorite whiskey, or favorite rye whiskey at least. I said, well, I'm sorry. I just didn't think it was that good. Do I like it? I like it. I bought it. I'm not displeased, but I'm not going to go tell people to run out and buy it. Nah, I mean, you can get other stuff half the price, and $14.99, that's 15, $7.50 a bottle. Yeah, you can get stuff that's similar to that. I'll be honest. Kentucky Dale, Heaven Hill, Quality House. I saw that both of those at Easy Stop. You can get those. He said, but that's corn. Corn. That's corn. That's not rye. That's corn. That's not rye. I know that. And those are from Kentucky, and this one's from Alberta. I get that, but those they're kind of like this in the taste. So yeah, I'd rather pay $6.99 for a bottle than $14.99. But that's just me talking. Okay. Ezra Brooks, that's the good one. Go get you some Ezra Brooks. This one you're probably not going to find, but you could probably find the 99 proof. So it's stronger. You might watch out because it might turn you away. It's a little strong. You might find it a little bit too strong. I probably would. But and it's still only aged 2 years, but it's charcoal mellowed. Now, whether that makes a difference, that's remains to be seen. It's been on the market a year now. But yeah. What's the price point for the new 99 proof? Honestly, I don't know. I just don't know. But I know this was $17.99. It's worth it. Is this worth $24.99? I don't think so. I wouldn't pay that. No, I would. I paid $14.99. I'd be more favorable to that price. And to me, that's like what it should be, $14.99. Herbie says, aggressive Indians boycott Scotch whiskeys. Normal Indians like Scotch. Okay. Joe Cobb says, hello, Ron. Hope you are well. Hello, Joe Cobb in Canada, the Dominion of Canada. I am well. Do you have this one? Do you drink this? Do you know about it? Are you familiar with Alberta Premium? I understand it's kind of a big deal in Canada. I don't have much experience with it here, obviously. If you talk to 1,000 people in Louisiana, you might talk to 2 of them that ever heard of it. 2 out of 1,000, 1 out of 500. He says, yes, I like Alberta Premium. It's a rye. I prefer Canadian Club, 100% rye. Oh, okay, yes. That's on my to-buy list. Jaime Gomez Boss says, hello from San Antonio, Texas. Hello to you. It's better than Crown, in my opinion. Oh, you talking about Crown Royal regular blended or the Northern Harvest Rye? But I understand Northern Harvest Rye is not that common. So if you never heard of that one, I get that. But that's a jewel, the regular stuff. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that, Joe. I'm not too sure if it's better than Crown Royal. Northern Harvest Rye was okay. I had it a bit sweet. Okay. I'm going to bring that up next. So let's say like 2 days from now, let's say in 2 days, less than 48 hours, I'm planning to do that. I think Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye is going to dominate. It's going to dominate this one, but I'm not, but you don't know until you do the challenge. All right. Y'all take care now. I don't remember it that much, but I remember it was good. Yeah, they're all good. I mean, all those Canadian whiskeys are good. To me, they're good. I know some people that hate Canadian whiskeys. Oh. And I'm like, well, they always taste good to me, but that's probably because I went to Canada. I've been to 5 of the 10 Canadian provinces. I always liked it when I went there. I went to the Montreal. Strike me down. I went to the Toronto Blue Jay. Yeah, I went to see Toronto twice, the Blue Jays twice. And I even took a tour of the stadium, the Rogers Center. I took a tour. See, I took a tour. That's why I favor the Canadian whiskeys. All right. And I bought a big cap at the Rideau Hall, the government house, the headquarters of the Governor General. I bought the cap. I was there for the changing of the guard. I went on the tour of the Senate. That's why I favor Canadian whiskey. Okay. Blue Jays games are always fun. I think so. I enjoyed my 2 game experiences for sure. All right, y'all take care. See y'all in a couple of days.